Good day, everyone. I'm just waking up because it's 7 o'clock on the nose. And I know a lot of people are looking for answers and help. And this is all new to us. I'm sorry, my eye looks a little swollen. I sleep on this side. And so we need to just stay vigilant, stay viewing and being observant, stay being poised. This is all new to each and every one of us. No one knew, and especially from day to day in life, without it being, revelation times, as in Revelations. If you had a check off list and read the 22 books, you would see that, we are in the signs of the time that was mentioned approximately 2,000 years ago. Look for these signs, and that would be the end of the world as we are used to or accustomed to know it. And so that's what's happening now. Rumors of war and not being able to determine a man from a woman, disease, pestilence, panic, people wanting to die and can't die. That is kind of like happening, but more in a situation where it's more controlled, because everybody's customized life is their own life. And so these type of beings that were in the subliminal dark realm undetected are master professional mimickers. So in my isolation, to let you all have a little more instant window, what I discovered is that Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, in the book, particularly the Mind book, he has in there talking about the subliminal mind is a wild animal to tame. And I'm like, why would the mind be a wild animal to tame? And that's not true. In isolation, after I ascended by taking on so much affliction, suffer the children unto me. We should never honorarily have to suffer, but under the circumstances, that would not be Jesus saying that. That would be the Father saying, suffer the children unto me, because in order to achieve anything worth having in life, there is a challenge or a resistance to it naturally. Like if someone was in an accident and they had to get healthy again, they have to work through the pain. Anyone taking on any goals to achieve would have to go through any type of challenge. That's the type of innate resistance of a stick-to-itness attitude that we all nowadays, that I have experienced it in isolation, like Dr. Carl Jung indicated, the dark side. But when I actually went through all those steps, being so obedient to seek help within not only medications, counseling, number one, and prayer, I discovered in isolation within seclusion of my private life that there were others watching, called monitoring spirits. And so as within me I started waking up, more was revealed to me. And are you seeing or hearing things that are not there? Every time I entered myself into the hospital through the emergency room for psychiatric help, that's the first question they asked me. And they asked me, do you want to hurt you or anybody else? Because what they did or did not know, consciously or unconsciously, is that there is a spiritual realm that's hidden, a silence of those individuals that they say the world is a stage. Those are the principalities in high places. Listen, princes of darkness. So the spell I started as Yanun, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York taught, is the spelling of a curse. That the words in the English language is a twilight, a double-edged sword. That when I woke up, I realized it was a spell that was cast so that once whoever it is wakes up, the knowledge of it being that it was me and I am who I am, then I started being able to decode the English language that is called a magical devil's language. So we have been misled. The books have been tampered with. Everything has been confiscated to keep what's in the dark hidden about melanated Nagaru or melanin enriched beings that we kept looping in time as Yanun. If anybody searches His Excellency, that opened the seven seals called what was sealed, right? Or sealed and closed. Now it's an influx since he got here to teach us about truth. Every black man they had in the military of the government of the United States called, there's a law to find Jesus, and if we gather, it's a problem. They call it COINTELPRO. It was, I think, with President Nixon. I think it was with him, or I can't remember. One of those, not Carter, Nixon. He came up with a law that, like back in 2,000 years ago with King Herod indicated to kill all sons, that they had a premonition that there's going to be someone to take his kingly title. Well, that happened in modern day times now, that we blacks could not gather, and anything similar to a Jesus Christ like the Caucasian or white brother John Wilcock, that he passed away recently as a whistleblower, but someone that was more so able to teach, peace be upon his soul, of anyone that passes on, that he was able to teach about ascension. So there was a massive movement down here not to have, as he said, in the governmental files, that he just wanted to pour the truth to the public, called a whistleblower, that they did not, and they did not want a Jesus or someone to gather people to wake them up. So our Caucasian family, from a long time ago, has made a great effort, as we were told by Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, that they did not want, and they took out the mother. They did not want us to wake up. What has happened on a quantum realm level is that what we can't see with the naked eye when we did a quantum leap jump was that what appears to be here, as I hear people outside since I woke up, and the matrix and everything started reporting to me from within myself. Whoever it was that was responsible, that was sleep woke, they started talking to me from within me, as in the hidden ones, communicating to me within me, men and a few women. So the principalities in high places made, as they kept making me stutter, they kept telling me that they were with my son that passed on, that he was being stabbed up, that my father also was being stabbed up around me, looking for comfort in the astral plane because they passed on. They were on the ship docked above us called Nibiru, and it's a mothership, my ship. The Most High told me I'm the woman king, as in the queen, not a whore. As that word was also, desecrated. It means leader to the king and a chess player. So we made the ship as my memory got turned on from my soul, not my earth life, limited to consciously be 45 years young. I accessed, as in my divinity, my actual essence. So that's when all my memories turned on. And so the ship was not heaven. The ship was a heaven like testing, similar to Earth, a testing planet that gives grace to souls that have a limited time to satisfy karmic debt. Once they do that and they satisfy it, they go to a next level on Nibiru that's docked right there. So we had a treasonous effort that whoever was there did not want to be judged. That's where the saying in the Bible comes in. I saw a new heaven and a new earth. The secrets to heaven is that you cannot enter it if you're not pure of heart. If you do not love your creator with all thy mind, all thy spirit, all thy soul, and all thy heart. It's a mentality vibration that you have to be totally clean of spirit, because the spirit covers and houses the soul to make you identified as to who you are. Etherians are identified by energy and feeling. And my forehead, when you close the eyes, earlier consciously, the Most High guiding me gently throughout my earth life, showed me and told me that's me as a green Etherian with black eyes. And it was like me walking across the stage of my mind, walking like this, paused and looked at me, knelt down on one knee, my right knee, and then walked across my forehead like a black screen on a TV. That's what happened. And so I saw myself. The Most High was talking to me my entire life. And so the ship Nibiru is a stepping stone for souls that got clean. But it's also tying to the saying that I saw a new heaven and a new earth. The actual realm of heaven, no one leaves. We volunteered to leave because we're more seasoned to come and give messages to the natives of Earth that are our children, that there was a quantum leap jump, or a genetic evolutionary jump, not a quantum jump, excuse me, that they were, well, kind of like a quantum jump, yes, because it has to do with evolution and time, that we supreme beings, Anunnaki, with the native being on the planet, gave them that jump to bring and speed up their intelligence with us. So that's the human race. That's the human race of beings here, that when there was a war, our planet, by red light beings that were jealous and envious of what they came to know about that always existed, that we revealed it to them, they shot a ray of red light on our planet Risk. And so from that, what no one knows, I woke up to add as being Yanun Tat, activated fully from my soul memory. That's where we save souls in black and gold, that my memory got fully 100% turned on to fill in all the spaces pertaining to missing information. That the old heaven, how could you fall? Like I said yesterday on my video, how can anybody leave heaven? That ties into alignment. If you use deductive reasoning, that would not be the real heaven. It's a stepping stone of different levels on a mothership that's 15 times the size as we think it is of Earth. No, it's not that big, because not that many people end up satisfying karma after a long time of instructions to basically don't be in the world, and be of it. Be in the world and not of it. We had all this wisdom. And so if anybody knows coming close to judgment, they watch us. They watch us. We had, like I said earlier, I had a spiritual ankle bracelet and a number attached, like if I'm the prisoner. And that was spiritually unknown. But because I'm so keen in spirituality and being the woman king, and that's my design. I'm the geneticist. I'm Ninti. I'm Mother Ninti. I'm Noontat. I'm in the Afro or Afro Uno books, Nature of Nature Sciences. He has a book titled The New Net Project. Okay, it crossed my path staying in Harlem with my ex. That he was one of my mates, all my teachers. I saw a lot that I needed to see from my sight based on who I am. And so a lot more became revealed as Revelations means the revealing. It means the veil is lifted because the conscious mind is who you actually are. Now I'm fully soul conscious. So the super conscious mind, as the steps of Isis, is 3 steps or triple darkness to get through those rings of those souls that want to fight off me from waking up. So the missing link of waking up, no one needs to find. It's a personal journey that once I woke up, it domino affected the collective as proof from my eyes. I don't lie or blaspheme who I am. I am that I am, like I said. And so there was a great effort to keep the powers of nature and mothers suppressed in this realm and buried within herself. So if I'm comatose and spelled out to not wake up, I was unnaturally watched. So as I woke up and started remembering, as in the movie Bride, and that's also something in the Bible that mentions that these beings monitoring me, that was so weird. I started hearing all these voices of different tones speaking through me, trying to use my body weirdly to make me hurt myself. It was just too much red flags that they wanted me to hurt me so badly. And I'm like, wait a second. After I ascended, my soul busted out my chest. And so I was still conscious. So I didn't die. So I'm not linked etherically to anybody's cord of a being that would make me earthbound. That's why we kept jumping and quantum jumping and leaping, because you cannot see the atom with the naked eye. That's why. So we appear to be here, but in divine timing, that heaven started opening up already. It's a gift for the 144,000 that are after my order, my high priestess order. And I am a high priestess. I'm the woman king because I was, I figured out as I was doing all this talking and they were spiritually watching and listening and all this extra stuff, that when it came to me leading everybody, once I woke up, that it was a wrap. It was a wrap. They can't attack us. They've been trying to kill me in here with quantum science to manifest. As Baba Yanun said, they should not tamper with the quantum realm. That's the animal. That's the mind of God. Not wanting them to figure out when they did the tests, they go in the room, it tampers with the test because of the eye. Now, with me being a high priestess, I would be the one, right? That's for the collective. On the video with the sister saying to come against the high priestess is automatic karmic dead. That those individuals that tampered with the quantum realm, they're dead. They died. So whatever we can't see with the naked eye, we are in a different now time on a higher realm that heaven opened up within us. So we are guided no matter what, even though we interact with family. That's why we're in isolation. So as whatever happens on the planet, I live here alone. And so, and anybody that is, we don't want to be in the mayhem of people having their own unique meltdown. And that's why my testimony was so prevalently necessary to give guidance to those souls after I went through so much hell, to go in isolation, to remember myself. And that's when my memory, I had an epiphany, explosive, orgasmic turn on. Sapiosexually, the information is medicine that was golden nuggets to, bury deeper, to give me, so to speak, more energy, not food, but, food for the soul. That's information, knowledge, power, the truth making and setting us in a forward skyrocket, astral projection faster than the speed of light, busting out of here. So we still seem like we're here, and to the naked eye, we are. But when I listen in the matrix outside, we're not. I love you all. Be blessed.